Let's try this. I didn't want to stand my phone up. I had to make an adjustment. I had to make an adjustment on my phone. So, and let me see how the Livescope is looking. Yeah, it's looking all right. This is my 106, y'all. So I'm on my dinghy out here, catching a few fish, and decided I say, well, let me go live. I ain't been doing no videos. I ain't been my little channel going to, you know, it's falling off. But I figured I'd go live since I don't have the time to edit. And I remember say it's better. That's what's up, man. Now I'm spitting. Whew. All right. Let's see what we can find down here. Make sure this thing's showing decent. Let's see if we can find something down here. Mr. Fahim, what's going on, man? I appreciate y'all for joining me. Thanks, Remy. Man, it's coming. Carnell, what's happening, man? Pontoon Jody, country boy, what's up, man? What's up, Steve? Thanks, brother. DTX, what's happening? I'm gonna get back up into this my little spot. There's one, and the camera's right in my face. So I'm actually might have to use the my phone to see the screen. There was one right there. Right there. I got that old limits tackle. I might show y'all my bait that I'm using. I might. I just might. Where'd that joker go to? Man, he's right here up on me. Yeah, I gotta back us up. I gotta back us up. The wind's blowing kind of crazy today too. What's up, James? What's up, Robert? Yeah, I done already caught some really good fish. And I'm not keeping anything, just throwing them all back. Come out here to do a little research. I'm in an area that I hadn't been in this area and it's probably been close to a year, if not longer. I think that's him right there on top of that limb. I really think that's him on top of that limb right there. See him right here? You get him lit back up. See him right there? He's out there at 9 foot. So my target range on my jumbo is a little different than all right, we're getting up there close to him. Here we go, right here, right on top of his head. See him? He's reacting. Well, he came up and then decided to change his mind. Let's see if we can make him bite it. We'll put it in his face and just leave it there. He may not want it. You can see him raise up on it a while ago. Yeah, this wind's blowing crazy, y'all. There we go. He ain't no biggin, but he darted up there and hit it. He darted up there and hit it. He'll keep a fish, 11-inch fish probably. I've been on some really good fish this morning. I'm talking about some 13s and 14s. And switch this thing around. Let y'all get a good look. He's a nice, 11-inch fish. He'll fillet. He would fillet. But man, I want to show y'all the bait that I'm using. But it's so much copycatting going on around the world these days, especially in our niche. That the name of it is Black Diamond. And man, I'm gonna tell you guys something. If you've never used those limits tackle baits, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed at all if you give him a try. And he knows that bait. I mean, it's been working pretty solid for me. Now I should see, well, I know y'all heard him splash back in the water. I've been throwing everything back. I don't need any fish. Got a fish right there. Might be a fish right there. Yeah, that's a fish. I might be going a little bit too fast for him. We're gonna see. Yeah, I gotta get a stop. I'm in this little jumbo, man, and any little wind that blow this thing, any little wind that's blowing sends this thing flying. See if I can get on top of it. It may be that same fish I just caught. Yeah, I'm in an awkward position right here. I mean, a really awkward position. Y'all can see my jig right there starting to come in. Yeah, I'm gonna have to back us up again. That wind is blowing me crazy in my little dinghy out here. But I'm loving this Livescope on it, man. I'm running the LVS 34. And I might be going 34 on my doggo too. I'm liking it. See if I can make him bite. Come on. Is that same fish that I caught a while ago? Come on, let's go. Put it in his space right there. They've been pretty aggressive. Get that jig the same brightness of that fish. That's how you know you're right there on top of him. I'm gonna have to touch him, I guess. That may be that same fish that I just caught. You're like, yeah, I was on his tail. Come on. He's swimming towards the boat now. There's another, it may be another one right there. That may be structure though. We're gonna see. I think that's structure. Yeah, that's structure right there. All right, on to the next. And it's like I say, I'm just not getting up here and just putting that work in, you know. Trying to get my comments. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Robert. You said want me to have fun. When I get back from vacation, I might come. Okay, do a visit. Okay, that's what's up. John boat setup. Yeah, I'm running a Tarova. I got the 106, running a 106 SV, and got the LVS 34. I wanted a 34 on this one, and it's doing pretty good. I got a little 20 horsepower Tohatsu 4-stroke electric start. It ain't no speed demon, but it get me there and back safely. It's a nice little setup. I mean, I've always had a John boat, and I really do enjoy fishing out of a John boat a lot. All right, I got coming up on the fish. Let me switch the camera. Show it on Livescope. Don't tell me they're gonna get all finicky on me now. There we go. He just turned and nailed it. Oh yeah. Come on out of there, boy. Come on out of there, boy. Look, I'm about to knock my camera over, y'all. Get me set back up. This is what I've been catching all morning right here. Let me get y'all flipped back around. Get y'all flipped back around. That's what I've been catching. I ain't gonna hold them out here looking all on top of them, making them look like 12 pounds, but that's a good fish. 12 and a half, 13 is nice for layer. And been letting them all make it. Been letting them all make it. Get on back down there, boy. Man, it sure is fun, peaceful. Being able to come out here and fish during the week. Man, it's so nice. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit so y'all, that's too much. That's gonna make it look bad. See if I can get my zoom right. How about right there? The way y'all can see. Crappie Tamer, what's going on, man? Greg, what's up? Love your live shows. That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. AZ Outlaws, what's up, buddy? Now I'm not having to use crappie nibbles. And it's a plastic, limits tackle plastic. Hey, what's happening, bro? Yeah, man. I was talking to Mr. Leroy earlier, and I was telling him how these fish have really rebounded on this lake, or they are rebounding on this lake from past, I don't know, 3-4 years. They've been right in the middle of the spawn. They've been dumping a lot of water out of here, out of this lake, and it's really hurt the population. But man, they starting to come back really well. Look like a couple little fish right there. We're gonna drop on them. Let me get my jig lined out. And we're gonna drop on them bad boys right there. And one look like a pretty decent fish. Pull me a little line out so you can't even see my bait until it get past all that bait fish that's up there. All right, we're right on top of him. You see my jig right here? The fish is right beneath it. Is he gonna react? Oh, there's another one coming up there. And I'm getting a little blockage from a little branch that's right there. Is he gonna react? Oh, he took off. That joker took off. He took off. You're like, yeah, I know who that is. They don't want no part of the SK jig. That was the better of the fish that was on that pile right there. And he done sank down to the bottom. I can't even see him no more. Is that him way over there? Yeah, that's him way over there. He over there 14 foot and he's still going. 13 foot. I'm not gonna chase him. I might chase him. If he didn't bite a while ago, he probably ain't gonna bite. He might not bite. I done got out here in the sun. Y'all can't. I know y'all probably can't see my screen very well. He bagged back up to this pile. There's a couple more fish there. It wasn't nowhere near. These other ones are nowhere near as big as that one, but hey, thump is a thump and a pull is a pull. I'm running amber. This LBS 34. It's not showing that orange crawfish like the 32 does. And there's one right there. See if I can entice him. Come on, all them little fish. See them coming out of there, little bitty fish. Yeah, I'm chasing that bait all the way up to the top. Thank you, Laura Ben. Thank you, brother. I'm out here enjoying my day on the water. Out here enjoying my day on the water. All right, where'd he go to? There's something deep inside of that pile too. And you know, here lately, that's what they've been doing. Look at here, I just had a hit from something. Something just bumped my jig. All right, let's see if I can get this jig inside this brush pile right here. There's a bunch of them right there. Look right there, all at the top. See my jig? You can barely see my jig. Get right here. This may be a better fish. Man, this wind. It blows from the front of me, it blows from the back of me. That makes boat control pretty tough. I may have to zoom back out. How's that screen looking to y'all? Do I need to zoom it out a little bit? Can y'all see it okay? Yeah, there's a bunch of fish in this little pile, but they're just deep down in it. I just missed another one. I'm gonna try over there at that little that smaller branch right there. I don't like the amber very much, but it looks better on this setup than the orange crawfish. Yeah, these are small fish though. They're chasing my. See them jumping out of there, running out of there. I think I'm gonna go to another brush pile. I guess that looks okay. All it says it looks good. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can get it back where it was. Rodney, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hook 76. What's going on, my brother? All right, we're gonna go see if we can find some more structure. See if we can go find some more structure, preferably in some shade. Preferably in some shade. I didn't get out here until late this morning. I almost didn't come, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go and check some new stuff. It's easy to come out here and fish where you know fish are and catch fish. Look here, I done went maybe 20 yards. Another big old tree up under the water. That's what I say about this lake. There's so much structure in this thing that is unreal. I'm like small fish too. We're gonna try to catch one. Look at all of them following the bait up. A lot of small fish. They pecking my bait. There may be bluegill. I don't think they're bluegill. This lake's not known for bluegill. Them jokers was following it up. Alright. See if we can pick out some big ones. I don't want to just catch fish. I want to catch some big fish. Hunt down them good ones. And you can't catch good ones unless you're on top of them. You know, it's a bunch of fish right there. All these bright dots right here that you see, that's all fish. Look at this. I just got my jig hanging. Let me show you the size of these jokers too. I just got my jig hanging in the water. That joker came and hit it. He may be 7 inches. Let me get this camera turned around. I'm gonna make him look giant. Put him right there. But he's a little bitty dude. Little bitty guy. You know, I keep telling people, man, I'm glad to see that, because that only means that there are years to come good fishing. Yeah, those crappie, they did their thing when they were able to get on a good spawn. Oh, look at here. Let me flip y'all around. I think I'm gonna catch this boy right here. Let me see if I can catch this one. He's laying right on top of that branch right there. Yeah, moving too fast. Moving too fast. Look at the little guy. The little bodyguard. He back us up a little bit. That's gonna be a good fish right there. Come on, leave my bait alone, Lillian. Them jokers is trying to grow. So here's the fish right here. I gotta control my boat. See him right there, right up under my jig. See if I can wake him up. If he dived deeper in there, he left off the top of it. So many little ones. Look at this. The little ones, it's hard to get by the little ones. See if I can light him back up. Man, look at all the little fish down there. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch that bigger one. The little ones are just everywhere down there. There's a couple of them that's pretty decent. Come on before them little ones come. Oh, he's leaving. He didn't want nothing to do with it. Look at him going deeper in there. See him falling down in there? Okay. He didn't want to eat it. Bump up my sensitivity a little bit, see if we can see a little better. Yeah, he went down off in that structure. All right, let's see if we can find something else. There's a little better one. Let me get it stopped. You know, I always advocate how having a transducer on the pole is so much better than on an independent pole. And the first thing that I'll tell you is you won't be able to see your jig all the time. Look at this joker. He just tasted it. I just barely felt him. He went back there. I may have to go with a crappie nibble. Well, I may have to change colors. I don't know. We get ready to see. That's too many fish that I done had turn away. That's way too many that I've had turn away. There's another one up here on top of the limb, on top of that log. Yeah, they're moving. He go in that little high spot right there. I sure lost him. Yep, a bunch of little ones coming out of there. He came and looked at it, turned his head. Man, there's so many small ones. There's so many small ones. But it's all about finding that piece of structure that the bigger fish are preferring. There's quite a few fish right here. They up under the log. I see that a lot on this lake. They love going and just sitting right up under a branch or something on a tree. All right, let's see if I can get my jig right here. See if I can get bit. Let me raise up to the top. There's another one right here. They turning and looking at it. There we go. Got him. Got him. And he ain't no giant. He's about, good 10.5, maybe 11-inch fish. He'll do. Oh. He'll do. He'll do. Nice little 10.5, 11-inch fish. Perfect for filleting. That right there is the best frying, as a fillet. That, 11, 10 and 3/4, 11, 11.5. Them jokers there fry up the best. Back in the drink. Let's see if we can find a nuddin. SK, you got another boat? No, it's just a dinghy. I've always had a john boat, but I bought another john boat. If my settings show this good, I'll be okay. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I don't have nothing special, man. Right now, look at all these fish up under this log right there. Look at all the fish right here. Right now, I got my game at 62. And I'm running 34, so the LVS 34. So I already knew that I was gonna probably have to play with it to get it the way I like it. Another thing too that I see a lot of people don't do is run their noise reject on high. I'm gonna tell you something. That makes a huge difference putting it on high. It makes that image so much more stable that it's unreal. But there's so many people that want to holler about, oh, I'll run all that off. And I'm gonna drop down here on these right here. See if I can get one of these to bite. And you see my jig right there. You see the fish. All right, there you go. Got him. Got him. Hey, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Crappie fishing was already addictive, right? Crappie fishing was already addictive, man. You had Livescope, man. That's just another fine filleter, It ain't no giant, but hey, middle of the summer, you get out here and get on some 11-inch fish, 12-inch fish. Hey, you doing something. I did this morning get on some bigger fish, and I'm still looking for them. Look at this joker sitting right here. We're a little bit too close for me to drop on him. I'm gonna try to keep him lit up. That's a good fish right there. This wind is blowing me so crazy. Let's see if I can drop on him. He's so close to the boat. And the direction you need, okay, that joker sank down to the bottom. The direction you need your boat to go, the wind rarely blows your boat that direction. There may be another good one right there. Can't tell if it's a crappie though. Maybe I'll catch him. See if we can get him. See if we can get him. Got him. Got him. Oh yeah. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that sun is directly on my screen, y'all. That sun was directly on my screen. And this right here is what I've been catching most of the morning. You know, 12 and a half, 13-inch fish. Really nice, solid fish. I mean, that's hey, that's a good fish. Let me see if I can bag up. I'm not trying to make it look like, I don't want to be looking over the top of the fish like this, make it look like it's 12 pounds. But that's a good solid fish right there. Back in the drink. Back in the drink. All right, let's see what these comments got to say over here. SK, you got another? No, I already answered that one. No, I mean, it's another boat, but SK in the fishing boat today, but needs that pole so he don't lose them. Thanks, Lord Ben. Stick 'em boys. That's a new name. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Hook 76, you doing what we call in the South Mississippi snatching them. There you go. Squiddo, what's happening, my brother? The boss man. I appreciate you guys joining me today. It's a great day to be out here. The wind's a little iffy, but you know how it is. Man, Lake Houston got so much stuff that you can go and hide behind, and you can go way up the river, go way up the bayou. You got two forks, East Fork, West Fork. Got some high banks out on the main lake. It's just a lot of places that you can hide from most directions of the wind. Let's see if we can find a nutting, y'all. My camera keeps changing how it zooms. All right. I'm on right now I'm on Lake Houston. What else we got? Let me see who else. I have a APED 30 30 amp hour battery. Could it be my battery with the clarity? Man, if you got 12 volts, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. That's something else. I need to turn so that sun's not directly on my screen. If you got 12 volts to your unit, right now I'm running 12.6. 12.6. It's wiring how you got your unit wired up. Now, if you got a long run from your unit to your black box, your unit to your battery, you got to oversize that wire. You got to run that wire oversized. I'm gonna have to turn, y'all. Another thing too, use those ferrite rings that Gorman sends with it. Those ferrite rings cleans up your unit a lot. I gotta try to block that soon. I guess I'll do it with my hat. Those ferrite rings cleans up your unit a lot. No, there are a lot of people that talk about them. Those ferrite rings clean your unit up big time. They work. And don't come out here if you got any setting over 50. Oh no, let me change this. If you got any setting over 65, you got some wiring issues. Not necessarily power, but you got some wiring issues. The longer that run is, let me make sure to see what kind of comments we got. The longer that run is, the heavier you got to go with that wire. You want to make sure you use a marine grade wire. You can hit Steve up over at Limits Tackle. The dude's into everything. Just about anything you need, come out here and get on these crappie, he gonna have it. And he got that marine grade wire that works really well. And if you happen to run, 12, 14 foot, I'm gonna tell you, you want to make sure that you're using some 10, maybe even 8 gauge on that run. Marine wire, not none of that other stuff. Got a little fish right here. Got a little fish right here. Let's see if we can drop down there and put a nut in the boat. See if I can get him lit up. But that means a lot, man. I'm telling you, if you come out here and your unit's all staticky and messed up breeding looking, it makes it hard to read these fish, especially if they're tight to the, look at that. He just came and nailed. Oh, he a little old bitty guy. Almost 2 fish there together. I'm gonna hurry up and try to dump him off and go for this other one that's right there. That's like a better fish, maybe. That may be a better one that's right here. And y'all see how slow that my bait's falling. Now that's a bunch of little fish there too. I can't be mad at these little fish because they years to come catch big fish. You want to see a lot of little fish, but when you're out here fishing, you got your Livescope, so you want to just make sure that you're not dropping on a bunch of little fish, because you could put their eyes out and all kind of stuff. It's like I was saying a while ago, is either you can target the bigger fish. Look at this joker, he can follow all the way up to the top. All the way up to the top. There's a better fish right there. Right at the crest of that thing. Get her stopped. And the wind spun my boat all the way around. I'm facing the totally opposite direction than when I started. And now it's back blowing to my back again. And having your boat facing into the wind means a lot. I don't know if we may be moving a little bit too fast for this one. We're gonna see. Oh, you see that joker dart out of there? He was a little smaller fish, but see if I can get back down there before we pass him up. They darting at it. There we go. Got him. Oh yeah. Another 10 3/4 maybe. Snatched him out of there. 10 3/4 maybe. 10 3/4. He'll be a keeper. A little bitty guy. Back in the drink. I'm gonna move around a little bit. And see if I can find some come on now. What's wrong with this daggone phone? Get back down there. I don't want it all blowed up. It makes it look bad. It ain't gonna act right, y'all. I guess my phone's probably about ready to overtemp out here in the sun. Let me get in some shade. We'll make some tracks to get in some shade. J-Dub, what's happening, my brother? Thanks for the action footage. MC, what's happening? Thanks, MC. Looks like, what does Squiddo say? Looks like wind is okay this morning. It's not bad. Actually, it's blowing pretty good, but it's not terribly bad. But it's just blowing in different directions. And that makes it. I'd rather it blow 20 miles an hour in one direction than 5 or 10 and be variable. I mean, everywhere I go, look at all that bait fish right there. That's a lot of bait. Like a couple good fish from that little pile right there. So I had to turn away from it to stop us. We're gonna go over here and inspect that, take a closer look at that. Like there's some good fish on it. Big old bait ball. Look at that big old bait ball that's right there. Big old bait ball. But back to the pole deal, you know, I hear a lot of people always talk about, well, when you got your pole, your transducer and your troll motor, you got to turn to, you got to, you know, to control your boat, you got to turn away from your fish, and you don't see your jig this, blah, 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 blah. But the thing is if you got, man, I got to fix this stern going. I don't know why this phone is doing that. I don't know why it's doing that, y'all. I guess that's small. So these numbers up here, when I drop my jig in there, when I'm on this boat, let me get my jig. I'm stuck in the carpet right there. So when you come out here and you let that jig hang straight down in front of your boat, so 6.5 to 7 foot is where I gotta, you see my jig right here, right there. That's my jig and split shot. I'm not sure how well y'all can see that. That's my jig and split shot right there. So I don't care about not being able to see the fish until that fish is at that 6.5 to 7 foot range. That's called a target range. And if that fish is not right there, it don't matter if you see it or not. And if you don't have that fish right there, you don't need to see your jig. All right, so I'm gonna see if I can drop. Got one sitting way down there right there. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, did y'all see that? I missed him. Come out there. He nailed it. I guess he hit the head of the jig. That was good fish. That was a good one. All right, let's see if we can spot him again. Is that him right there? There's a bunch of little ones right there too. I think that other bright dot. Now we got the little ones coming now. See if I can get. Now a bunch of little ones now. That big one missed it. He missed it, y'all. I got a good one right here too. Got a couple of. Look at this. Oh, he ain't as big as that other one, but he 10.5 maybe. He's 10.5. Might be 10.5. Might be 10.5. Try to block that sun so y'all can see. Nice little fish, white crappie. I haven't caught a black one all day, all morning. It's been white crappie. Nice one, nice. Back in the drink. Look like the wind. Yep. Can I have that one? Yeah, sure you can. You know what? I'm glad you said that. I need to keep 10 or 12 fish because I got a guy that I promised some fish, and I gotta get him some fish. All right, Hook 76. Keep snatching SK, fixing to mount this old tricks I got from Steve. Thank you, buddy, and good congratulations on your new troll motor. Oh, Squidder, you in East Texas and wind blowing pretty good. Yep. Man, it's blowing here too, but not as bad as it's been the past few days. Last week, man, that wind was horrible. That wind blocked me from fishing a bunch of spots last week. All right, let's see if we get back on this pile. See, now my phone went back to normal. All right, let's see if we can get back on this pile. See if we can pick out that big one again. Maybe a good one right there. Come on, hit it. There we go. Oh yeah. He still ain't no giant, but he'll do. I know one thing. I ain't gonna beat this pile up. I ain't gonna beat this little area up because I had to come and check it because in the areas that I've been guiding in, a lot of people that see me in those areas, and it don't bother me because this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come out here and you hardly rather ever see anybody in the area that I'm in right now, and the fish are stacked. And I enjoy coming up here finding new stuff and finding this lake is just stacked with structure. You know, there ain't no such thing as hiding from structure. So if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna take me a toke on my vape pen. A lot of you don't know that I smoke. You know, I keep my lives, especially my late night live, I keep it clean. But I'm out on the water today, and I'm going to drag on my. What's going on, Super Dave? Remy, I appreciate it, man. I'll say this. A lot of people look for easy. I look for good first. And if I got to work my tail off for good to work, I don't care nothing about easy. So, you can come out here and, everybody want how I'll use the foot control and use my pole. And however, it's personal preference. But at the end of the day, you still got to get that fish to that target range. If you don't have that fish at that target range, you can throw your jig out the back of the boat because it does you no good to see it. You don't need to see your jig unless you have that fish at your target range. Now, some people do pitch it fish. I've tried it. It just don't work well here. These fish, they get on that structure. Even open water fish, every now and then, let me let y'all look at this. See, now my phone zoomed back in again. I don't know why it's doing that. But all I'm doing is just trolling up, panning my unit. There's a whole tree I just passed a while ago. It had a couple fish on it, nothing major. That's a whole tree that's right there. And it's like I say, man, you just come out here and get on your troll motor and just troll. Take your time and troll and hunt the fish. I'm not hunting a spot. I'm not hunting spots. And it's always good to see bait. You seen that big old bait pile, another big old bait ball right there. So it's always good to have bait in the area that you're searching. And you best believe if there's some bait there, them crappie ain't far behind. They gonna be there too. Look at here, there's some fish right here. They just everywhere. I mean, I'm not here to beat the fish up today. I just want to come and do some research and enjoy myself. I knew it was gonna be super quiet and it's a Monday. There's some fish on that thing there too. See them right there? And that's what it's all about. I mean, this is what you got to do. I know some people, they can only fish the weekends, and I'm gonna tell you, back when I was a weekend warrior, man, I'd still put in a whole bunch of time scanning. And it's what you have to do. It's what you have to do to be good. If you don't come out here being a spot buzzer, that's not gonna help you. And I don't care what it's. Again, it's your personal preference. You can do what you want, but in my opinion, if you want to be consistently on fish, you need to come out here and do exactly what I'm doing right here. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm by far nowhere near the best crappie fisherman, but I will tell you one thing. I'm gonna put some fish in the boat every time I'm on the lake. I can't say it's gonna be a limit every time, but I guarantee you I get on fish every time I'm on the lake. And this would be a perfect spot, man. This would be an area that's if I don't find some structure right here, I'm gonna probably have to find something over here because man, this area is just shaded like you wouldn't believe, and it got the right depth. It got good depth, really good depth. Dale, what's going on? SK can find and catch them dang crappie. Sometimes it work out sometimes. Oh, Super Dave, you at work? That's what's going on. Get that money, bro. Get that money. Thanks, Super Dave. Wish me a happy birthday. Is that TH? No, buddy. I wish. No, I'm too old for that crap. Camo Joe, what's happening? Torque, man, I started to come up there on your lake today, man. I almost did it. I'm talking about almost. But You know, with the wind as high as it is, I said I'm just gonna do Lake Houston. And I was gonna come up there and mess with the more bluegill again, but changed my mind. Camo Joe, what's happening, brother? I hear snatching into a few of these old crappie. Bullock, morning, Bullock. You are destroying my morning, getting ready for work. And that's funny. That's funny right there. Now I really need to go to get out. I'm tripping. Yeah, man, you ain't been fishing in a minute, dude. I don't know what you on. You got that new boat. I think you put Livescope on it too, didn't you? I know you put some Gormans on it. So if you ain't getting out there, dude, you gotta go, man. You just gotta drop everything and just go. That's the only way you gonna get out there. Just gotta go. All right, I got a long little troll to go right here, but let me see if I can show y'all this screen, because I'm gonna pass over some good structure over here. And it's probably gonna have some fish on it, but it's just not in the shade. I'm trying to block that sun off my screen with my hat. Oh, you off all week? Oh man, that's pretty cool. Trying to block that sun, y'all. Yeah, it's a bunch of stumps right here, and they always hold fish. I mean, always. But I don't want fish right here because I'm in the direct sunlight. I don't want to do the direct sunlight. Squiddo, you doing any fishing up there in East Texas? No, oh, no Livescope. I know you went with Gormans on there though, Camo Joe, didn't you? Didn't you put some Gormans on there? Man, that sun is bright, y'all. All right, let me just crank this troll mode up, and I'm gonna get past all of this sunny the sunny side. There's other area over here on the side over here. It's too many stumps. It got some shade over there, but it's just too many stumps over there. All right, coming back to the shade. Coming back up to some shade. Big old brush pile right there. Golly, look at that. I'm going way too fast to really get a good scan on it. But that's actually a root ball to a whole tree. But like I say, man, this lake is so covered in structure, and that's what makes it tough. That's what makes it tough to fish. You know, these fish, they don't have to congregate. Yeah, I'm going to go to the next area. I'm about to go to the next area. Those trees right there are too shallow. They're not deep. They're not tall enough. But there's just, look at the big catfish down there. Just structure for days. I mean, everywhere in this lake. I don't care where you go. That's a whole tree right there. That's the root ball part of it. It's fish on that. Look at this, and then more structure. Whole big old tree right there. I mean, it's just everywhere. It is absolutely everywhere. Brim still on fire, crappie are also, for me anyways. Look at that big old ball of bait right there, y'all. God, and then another big old ball of bait. Golly. These crappie up here not gonna be hungry. Not with all that bait. There's another big old bait ball. Wow. But I'm in the shade now. See if I can find some structure with some fish on it. Man, look at the bait. Look at that big old bait ball. That's crazy. ton of bait. Mark C say I'm off all this week. Heck, I'm off all year. Retired. Deer season opens here. What? Opens tomorrow? Really? How did y'all get that? I've been going to the lease a lot here past few weeks. Just every weekend I've been up there. And I'm ready. Bow season's coming. I'm ready. Steve, appreciate it, man. Steve said for y'all to hit that thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it if you would. And I can see the thumbs up going live here. There's only 30 thumbs up. I know y'all can do me better than that. So we got some deal. I'm gonna drop down here and catch one of these jokers right here. I just gotta get my boat position. And you know, another thing too with the transducer on your troll motor, you got to have an imagination. You got to have a sense of direction, because you know, like right now I'm having to reposition my boat. So I got to keep a mental thought of where that pile is, where the fish are at on that pile. And once I get them to that target range, it's on. It's on. I drop that jig right down on top of their head. Now, I'm not depending on spot lock. I'm not having to twitch and turn on no pole. I got my troll motor, and once I get my boat control right, guess what? I drop right there. Look at this. Look at this. Right on top of that fish head. Right on top of his head. Come on. Come on. Come on. Just like that. It works very well. For those of you that have those poles, now I'm going to tell you this. I keep telling you that it's personal preference. I keep telling you that it's personal preference. However, I'm going to also tell you, in my opinion, it being on the troll motor is 20 times better than a pole. And the reason why I say it's better is because it's more efficient, it's more effective, and you put these in your boat. Your target is target specific. You drop your bait down there on the fish. I'm not just fishing on brush pile. I'm fishing for a fish. And nice thick. I mean, they recover really well. And that's what it is. That's how it works. Just took care of it, SK. All right, appreciate it, buddy. No fishing, just work. And it's my mom's B-Day also. Oh, that's cool. I know she good people. She got to be good people. She got to say, I got the same birthday as her because she's older than I am. And I hadn't met a person that's born in August that was a bad person. All right, let's see if we can do another one right here. I ain't gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna beat it up. I just come up here to make sure that they were here. I just want to make sure they was here. You can see that bait falling down there. Gonna be right back on top of their head. Look at that right there. Look, watch this. Watch this. Come on. Come on. Hey, go, look. He just turned and nailed it. He just turned and nailed it. He ain't no biggin, but he just turned and nailed it. He just turned and nailed it. Man, it's so peaceful up here. I'd probably never see a boat up here. I'd probably never see a boat. I'm talking about all day. I probably won't ever see a boat up here. Another fine keeper. I mean, he ain't no giant, but he'll good filleter. Back in the drink. So we got a little front coming through. You know, I hope that's a good sign that things are going to be cooling off here soon. Because, man, I'm going to tell you something. It's not bad in the shade at all. But, man, you get out there in that direct sunlight, and it's a beast. That temperature becomes a beast. Who's that way up there? Gar? See that big old thing way up top up there? He's probably 5 foot down. Oh, he took off. He's swimming. Whatever it is, it's a big one. Whatever it is. There's another, look like a good fish right there. Look right here. See right there? on a little bitty stick up. See if I can get on that joker right there. That's a good fish. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Way too close. Way too close. I gotta back myself up. I'm gonna be in the bushes back there in a minute. He's right there. See him right there? Getting close. He's right above that thermocline down there. Oh, he's swimming too. Did he take off? Oh, he went to that pile, I guess. Went to that pile right there. He's in it. I can't even see him. That may be him right there at the top of it. There's a bunch of little bodyguards there too. Bunch of little bodyguards. We're gonna try to get him. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it. barely pecked it. And guys, that's why I don't run my unit super hot too. I want that fish to stand out. There ain't no way, if I've been running my unit hot, there ain't no way I've been able to see that fish on top of that brush pile right there. And that's why I run my unit low. Did he take off again? Yeah, that's a catfish or something right there. He's shaking his tail too much to be a crappie. Man, they stacked on that little piece of structure right there. See my jig coming down there? I don't see that big one. Ah, they just pecking my bait. I might have to change colors, y'all. Come on, hit it. No, just barely pecking it. I probably ought to put a crappie nibble on. That early morning bite was, they were way more aggressive than they are right now. But the temp is bumping 90 degrees already too, so. Y'all lucky, no trees around our lakes, nothing but sun in southern Arizona. Oh man. I still want to get up there, man. Y'all got them big old red deer up there. I'd rather chase them than crappie right now, to tell you the truth. Them big old red deer, they're a lot of fun to catch. Bluegill too. I like the big bluegill. And you know, I'm gonna tell you something, Conroe got some good red deer in it, but I for the life of me, I can't figure them out. And I'm not one that want to go out there and throw no bait out there and just sit there trying to wait on them to come to me. I want to go out there and either use a little cark and cast and pop that jig back to me and catch them, or twitch. Twitching is a lot of fun too. I've been doing that a lot here lately, especially with me fishing the beds that are in deeper water. Been doing a lot of twitching. I learned that from a guy on YouTube. I don't even think he posts videos anymore. I keep forgetting his name. I know Super Dave knows his handle. And this guy deal with those super high-end rod and reels and fishing line. Yeah, I think he used 2-pound line most of the time. But it's the stuff that's directly from Japan. The high dollar stuff from Japan. Alpha Hawk. Yeah, what's the name of his channel? Do he still even post videos, Super Dave? He must have blocked me from his channel or something, because I used to get notifications for him all the time unless he stopped posting videos. Trout Magnet Man. There you go. Trout Magnet Man. That's it. Do he still post videos, Super Dave? I'm gonna have to look him up. But I think he, ooh, I see a couple good ones right here, y'all. Right on the end of that thing right there. So I'm gonna look at the bank. And I gotta go turn my boat around because the wind is blowing from behind me. I'm gonna go turn my boat around. I see the tree that structure's in front of, maybe 10 yards out from the bank. And that sense of direction is what I was telling y'all a while ago. Now I'm gonna spin my boat around so I can have my boat pointing into the wind. And I'm gonna get right back on that little piece of structure that's right there where they were. Now, one thing I will tell you, you know, it's almost a must that unless you got brakes and you can back your boat up on a piled end, and you know, and have the back of your boat facing into the wind. But I think that may be a big old catfish. Go on top of there. It's a big old catfish right there. See him swimming right here? I was thinking it was a big old crappie. Big old catfish. Unless he just swam in there. Them, I can swear that those were crappie on that brush pile. We're gonna look at it for a little bit. Sometimes when those big old catfish pass over a brush pile, the crappie will just sink down in it. But once they leave, they come right back to the top of it. But I don't see them right now. This is exactly where they were, right at the end of that. And that's actually a old root ball to a tree that's laying down right there. That may be a crappie right there. Maybe a couple. Look at this catfish. He's coming back now. He's up under the boat. He's coming back to that brush pile now. Look at him laying down there. Yes, some, but not much lately. He has moved and doesn't have. Oh wow! What did he do? Sold his boat? Having a new boat built. Okay. I know that joker he got to have plenty of money, man. He be spending a lot of money on those rod and reels, man. There ain't no way I could get off the loot that he was for those rod and reels. That joker has got to have a bunch of money. He was spending a lot on those rod and reels. Even the line he was buying was very expensive. All right, let's see if I can check one of these out. Y'all remember what I told you my target range was? So I know you can probably see my jig right there now. So if you remember that target range, as long as you're watching right there on that screen, you'll see them catfish coming in there. That's a catfish. See if you hit it. Nope, hadn't even looked up at it. Didn't even look up at it. Yeah, I don't know where the crappie went. All those catfish coming through there. Is that them down up under there? Look at that. They up under it. I just got hit. See if he came out of there. I just dropped my jig way down into that brush pile and had one come out of there. See if he'll hit it again. Come on, get over there. Get over here, jig. Come on. There you go. Y'all see him dart at it? Man, these fish, I'm telling you, are so much fun that it is unreal. Unreal, y'all. All right. It's just a whole bunch of fun, y'all. Bam! Bunch of fun. It's hot here today, and for tomorrow, 108 and 111 heat index. Yeah, it's gonna be hot here too. But man, I hunt down these areas with shade, man, and I can usually get away with fishing until 12:30, and be in the shade, and that makes a huge difference with it being so hot right now. All right, so I know that there's fish here too, so let's we're gonna travel a little bit and do some scanning at the same time, just to take a mental note of brush piles that these fish are hanging on. Can you tell by looking what side of the log or stump you're on. Yeah. Here's the deal. So if I got a stump right here, up top up here, you got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, out to 20 foot over here. And you can adjust this. There's footage up here. So if you drop your jig down over here, you're on the boat side of the stump. If you drop your jig over here, you're on the far side of the stump from the boat. If you see your fish over here, he's on the opposite side of the stump from your boat. If you see him on this side, he's on the close side to your boat. The numbers up here, I'm gonna tell you something. Just by every single drop I make on a fish, I'm watching these numbers up here, because that helps you. You know, I have clients that tell me all the time, they come out here to learn Livescope, and well, how do you know to push it forward or pull it back? And I keep saying, you gotta watch these numbers up here. If your jig is hanging right here and the fish is here, that means the fish is farther away. You push your rod out. You push your rod out and you'll see that jig come over to the fish. Oh, you say you mean lay downs. I'm confused on that one now. It's the same concept. Exact same concept. You got to go by brightness for the left and right, and you go by the footage up top for your forward and back. And that's what I keep telling you. I'm matching the jig brightness to the fish brightness. That's so very important. So I'm coming up on an area that's very, very stumpy up here, y'all, and I'm gonna stay on my trolling motor because I don't want to crash nothing. I probably want to jack my. I'm gonna raise my depth of my trolling motor up. I just want it barely under the surface because I know that there's a bunch of big old stumps over here. See if that worked. I don't want to bust my brand new transducer off. I may have to go down a little bit farther. I'm gonna have to go down a little bit farther than that. Props right out of the water. How about that? Let's try that. Yeah, we'll deal with that for right now. That sun's killing me, y'all. Still seeing a bunch of bait. That's a good thing. I'm gonna push how far in front of us I'm looking out a little bit. That way, if I do come up on a stump, I'm not right on top of it before I see it. I need to slow down. I know there's some giant stumps right off in this area. There used to be a big old tree just about right in the middle of this thing up here. But I guess it rotted out. I'm only over 4 foot of water right now. Those stumps get washed out of here. Man, it's been a long time since I've been way up here. It's been a long time since I've been way up here. As of right now, with as far as I've made it up here, still on some good fish, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Stump, I meant lay down. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. I'll get on a lay down and because it's the same concept. However, whatever kind of structure, even though a bridge pilot is the same concept. Man, it's been a long time since I've been way up here. I'm talking about a long time, y'all. I mean, it's been a long time. It looks different. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm looking at. Look at the big old lay down here. Look at the stumps. Look at all the, you see the stumps on top of the water over there. You see if I can zoom it in a little bit. Man, I don't know why my phone is not letting me do it. Zoom in a little bit. When it zooms, it's zooming fast. We're gonna be up to it here in a minute, so y'all will get to see it then. All these big old lay downs up here. Getting back a little deeper. 9 foot now. But farther on up, I know some really deep water. Let me make it through this shallow stuff, y'all. Who's all at work today? Who's all at work? I know Super Dave said he's at work. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I read your comment a while ago. Uh-oh, getting back shallow. Really shallow. Hey, if I hit something and break my transducer off, y'all, I'm gonna shut the live off real quick because I'm gonna be a cussing son of a gun out here. I'm gonna be a cussing son of a gun. And it looked different up here. Wow. There's stuff sticking up everywhere. Hoping I can get on a high bank up here somewhere and be blocked from the sun. That's my goal, is be in some shade with the right depth and some structure. I'm gonna show y'all this area right here. There's gonna be a bunch of people up here probably. Look at all the stuff sticking out of the water. Look at all these big old stumps, got trees and stuff growing out. And then I don't know if y'all can see the one that's barely under the water. There's a bunch of this stuff up here. Look at all of the stumps right here. There's a big old tree right in the middle right there. And I think somebody put, there's another big old stump I can barely see. Where is it at? I don't think the camera not picking it up yet. Can the camera see that one? Yeah, see right here? There's a stump that's barely under the water. There's another one right there. You can see it right there, barely under the water. So I'm gonna stay on I'm going over a whole tree right now on my unit. So I'm gonna tell you something. I heard I don't remember what lake it was on, but another teenager lost his life last night on the lake. I know it wasn't this lake, but man, it's so important. It's so important to have a vest on. You know, Onyx, this thing right here, this is an Onyx AM24 inflatable. It's automatic and manual. And once you put it on, 5 minutes after it's on, you don't even realize it's on no more. People, you gotta save these, you know, if I got my boys out here, especially my grandkids, oh no, they not even gonna be on this boat without a life vest on. Man, that's just automatic, man. It would kill me if one of my kids died while I was out here and I didn't have them safe. It would kill me. OG Walker say he's on the walking on water. Okay, wow. WOW say he's at work. Ronnie Harris needs to be cutting my grass, but watching you instead. It's too hot there. You might as well wait till this evening. Work in Augusta, Georgia. Do you use foot pedal with the Minn Kotas? This is my theory. with the Minn Kotas. Oh, look at here, y'all. We just did a little drop off. Let me go back. I'm gonna still answer your question. So we're over. There's a 13-foot little hole right here. Just dropped off all of a sudden. Just a little pocket. 13 foot. We'll be in some deeper water here in a minute. I just got to find some shade. But the theory is, if I had a Gorman trolling motor, their foot control is about 500 times more precise than the Minn Kotas. And that's what I want, is precision. On the Minn Kota foot controls, you barely bump it and it moves inch and a half. But with this remote, I can barely, let me show you. So with the remote, so I can just barely, I can move it micro. So how that head's moving. Now if it was with the foot control, it would do this. That's too much sometimes. That's too much. Now with the Gorman 4s, it's just way more precise. That's one thing I gotta say. Gorman. Hopefully this new unit the new troll motors that Minn Kota is coming out with, hopefully they talk to the right people and wanted them to invest in that time to get these things dialed in, for live tech. Live tech is all about being precise. Because sometimes you almost gotta touch these fish in the head before they'll bite. And let me show y'all a little something. I'm looking at this structure right here, so I can see some good fish on it from the other direction. Also stacked with a bunch of little fish. I'm seeing a couple of decent fish in there, but most of that is small fish. Yeah, I'm more than likely gonna be 10 and a half, but I'm looking for them 12s, 13s, and 14s. Whole tree down there. It's the root ball up here. That's the root ball up here. And then it runs all the way. You see the limbs of it sticking up out here. Farther on out. Look like a cypress tree. Jeff, what's going on, my man? Great presentations. Worth the wait. Thank you, Jeff. Yep, wow. Catch it with Key. What's up, my man? I've seen some bigger fish on this thing. I'm not sure where they went. I always like to drop down there. Oh, there may be one right there. Let me get us backed up. This wind is blowing crazy up here. Now, it was blowing me from that direction. Now it's coming from this direction. So I just got to get faced into the wind. That way I can drop down here and possibly catch one. All right. Now my back of my boat's in the bushes back here. I hope there ain't no snake gonna fall out of that tree that I'm up under. All right, let's see if I can drop down here on one. So I got the fish. Got the fish at my target range. Got a little bit more line. There he goes. Come on. Nope, he chased it. There's like another good one right there. He's off in it. Come on, hit it. I'm moving a little bit too fast for that one. Look at this little joker. Leave my bait alone. If I was having to use crappie nibbles, man, them little jokers would go through 2 jars out here. I gotta back us up now. Wind's blowing from the other direction again. A lot of people think that you get Livescope and you come out here and you can wipe a lake out, but I'm gonna tell you something. We got to deal with the elements, and boat control is, like I say, all of the time. All right, I'm gonna choke up on my rod real quick. Let me see if I can catch this fish. See see if I can catch this fish right here real quick. He's going back up to the top of it now. There's another one sitting right there. He's down there a little deeper. See if I can get him to bite. Come on. This wind's pretty tough. Got him. Almost at the top of the water before he hit it. He was almost at the top of the water before he hit it. Nice keeper. He probably, I'm gonna call 11 3/4. 11 3/4. Nice fish. Good one. But I'm not keeping any fish today. My plan was to come out here and do a record for a video. I don't know why I'm doing a live, because my lives even my videos don't do well. Look at here, there's still some good fish. Oh, I got my camera the wrong way. Still some good fish right here. See if I can light him back up. 2 of them, one there, one there. There's a couple good ones up here too. And then again, I'm in the shade right there, and that's what I'm looking for out here. That's what I'm looking for out here. So on to the next. See if we can find some more shade. That sun's bright, y'all. If I let that sun touch that screen, I know it's blinding y'all. C219. What's going on, my man? Man, that sun is a killer, y'all. I'll be around this corner in a minute. Hopefully I can turn my boat in a different direction. I'm gonna just flip it around. I know y'all want to see the screen, but I don't want a video where people are like, yeah, that look like garbage. I don't want to watch that. We've hit 12, 13 foot of water period. That's been the, even as deep as 16 foot, has been holding some decent fish. And like I say all the time, just coming out here putting that work in. This is what it's all about right here. Back in the day I used to get mad at people that would follow me around, because they just don't understand. They don't understand what it takes to find areas where you can come and be consistent with catching crappie. And a lot of the guys, they see you sitting somewhere, and it's fine with me, because I got places all over this lake, and it's like I say, when the area get too crowded for me, this is what I do. I'll get an off day and come out here and just go where others don't go. And it's not about being selfish or nothing like that. It's just about, when I got clients on the boat, I don't want to follow behind somebody on a spot that's been beat up and all of that. So I just come out here and put the work in, see where they're at, find them. And you can do this just about everywhere on this lake. I need to clean my screen too. I forgot my Mad Fishing screen spray in my other boat. So hopefully I don't mess my screen up. I'm using a microfiber towel, but it's not gonna clean it all the way anyway. Still got water stains on it, but looks better than what it was. Looks better than what it was. Man, it's a lot of fun out here, y'all. coming out here. Just putting this Livescope to work, and there's another deep pocket right here. Well, it goes way on down. There's 16, 17 foot of water. Ooh, wow. It may go deeper than that. Now it's about 16. Pocket of 16 foot water. Yeah, the sun's still there though. That sun's still blocking it, but we're in deeper water right here. Look at this big old piece of structure right here. And it's visible above the water, so it may not be fish on it. That's something that I try not to do too, is fish the visible stuff. And it's two reasons. One is because everybody fish it, and two is the main reason. You know, there's a lot of people that don't have the electronics or don't know how to read their electronics. And look at the bait and the small fish there. Golly. Oh, there's some fish on that. Now I ran my unit down. I changed my depth right here. So we're looking at 20 foot. I'm going to take a look at this. I ran my depth down to 20 feet. So everything's going to look a little bit smaller. I probably can get away with taking it back to 15. But I just wanted to see what the depth was on this. There's a structure. That's another thing, another good tip, guys. I mean, just because you're over deep water, that don't mean that you have to see the bottom. And as long as there's structure there that comes up and the fish is above the bottom, you can adjust your screen, your bottom depth, just so that you see the fish more clearly and bigger. Because right now I could have it set, my depth set to 20, but the fish hadn't been that deep here yet. Another whole tree right there. A couple of fish right there. I'm gonna drop down there and see if I can catch one. They in a tangled mess down there, but I'm willing to bet we can get a jig in there. I'm willing to bet we can get a jig in there. See if I can get them lit back up. A couple of good fish. Right there, it's a pretty decent fish right there. A lot of bait swimming right there too. So he's up under a limb. We're gonna see if I can get that jig in there to him. Don't see. Strip out a little line. Man, look at the bait that's right there. See him turning? Oh, he just barely nipped it. He just barely nipped it. So I know that that's a crappie. I don't have to catch it. Can y'all see that screen okay? Let me see if I can zoom in, because it looks really dark on my phone. Oh, not that far. So now I'm back to that. I can't control it. Let me flip it. See if it'll go back to normal. I'm not sure how well y'all can see that. There was two good fish I seen on this. See if I can spot that other one. I'm in direct sunlight right now. I'm gonna bump my sensitivity up. I'm all the way up to 67. And like I say, I'm still figuring this 34 out. It don't look bad at 67. But yeah, I got that sunlight on my screen, so I'm gonna go to a different spot, different area. See if I can switch this camera, and hopefully my phone will zoom back out. Hopefully it'll zoom back out. Yeah, I usually use, especially when I come up in areas like this, I want to use my jumbo. Cause old heavy doggle, let me tell you something. I get on top of a stump with that thing. It's a tunnel hull, and that's a very very heavy boat. Uh, it's not designed. I mean, it's designed to drift fish and down along the coast, you know, in bays and shallow bays and stuff like this. Shallow running boat. But if that thing gets stuck on a stump, man, it's almost impossible to get it off of it. So I usually always barely tip when I'm going through areas that got stumps and stuff. So yeah, got some good depth right here too. No shade. I'm losing my shade, y'all. That's not good. Losing my shade. I can smell it. It's a bunch of cypress up here, and I can really smell it. It's really strong. Really, really strong. I want to at least catch a really good fish before I get off this live. I want to catch a really good fish. Now you guys, you know, there's a lot of people that probably tell me that I'm crazy for passing over all the fish that I've left back there. But the thing is, I'm not keeping them anyway. And I'm over 2 foot of water. And don't see no deeper water nowhere near. Getting over a little deeper water now. 6 foot now. Yeah, I think it's the direction this wind's blowing now that's making it hard for me to get in some shade and not have the sun directly on my screen. So I may be in it just pretty here after a while. But I want to catch a really good fish before I get off here. Let y'all see what old Lake Houston can turn out. Still some shallow water. Gotta go a deeper pocket. I'm still seeing some good bait balls even way up here. Nice little deep pocket right there, 13 foot of water. See some good structure. Oh, some fish right there. Let me see if I can, which way is the wind gonna blow here? I don't know which way the wind's gonna blow. Like a couple decent fish right there. But the sun's still directly on my screen. Let's see how it looks. Get it turned around, see if it, yeah, it's still got a real bad glare. And I'm in the bushes right here too. Make sure ain't no snake in this thing before I get all up under it. That wind is wrong direction for this. So I know it's fish on that. I see them. Let me show them to you. See right here? See those fish right there? 1, 2, 3. There's 2 really good fish, and that one's okay too. But the way the wind's blowing me, it's gonna put me right up under this tree. And I don't want to be all off in that tree. As you can see them, 1, 2, and there's a third one right there. There's another good one right there. There's a really good fish right there. See him right there? See if I can block him with my hat. Right there. See him right there? There may be 2 fish together, but these right here are some really solid keepers right there for sure. Solid keepers. But the wind's blowing the wrong direction. It's gonna blow me right into that tree. Probably some more stuff over here too. 13, 14 foot of water. Look at all this structure. Man, it's just structure for days in this lake. Good fish right there. See him glowing? See how much brighter he is? Try to use my hat to cover that sun up. Maybe I can change the angle and make it better. Maybe. Maybe. Trying to make it work, y'all. Does that look better? Does that look better? Try to square it up. I think y'all should be able, I can see it better on my screen. That's a lot of structure down there, y'all. God dang it. Wow. Let me see how deep this is. Oh, 16, back to 16 foot. Another 16 foot hole. I'm seeing no more structure right here. There's some there. Usually I've been finding a lot of these fish barely right up under that thermocline, but so far today I hadn't seen too many up under it. And the thermocline is starting to get a lot lighter too. Starting to get a lot lighter. Some more structure. Like a decent fish right there. Oh, it's two small fish. I seen them. Saturday broke us 3 fish actually. See them break up, separate. All right. I done lost all my shade, y'all. That wind is out of the north. We got that front supposed to be passing through today. And I guess it's passing through right now. I wonder how it's going to affect the bite. So far, they still been interested. I know I can put a crappie nibble on and catch way more than what I've been catching, but trying to not add scent when I can, especially when you dealing with a bunch of small fish. You do better not to have scent on it. Yeah, I done lost all my shade. Look at there. Another drop off. Got a whole tree down there. I'm going really fast, so there's a good fish. No, that may be a gar. He's too long to be a crappie. Whole tree down there, y'all. I got a high bank that I'm coming up on. Hopefully it'll block this wind a little bit. And I'll be able to get up under the tree somewhere. Ooh, get up there shallow. Ooh, I just passed over something that came way up. That was probably a stump. Y'all see that shadow that passed by? Couldn't bet that was a stump. That thing right there. About way past it. Tell y'all, if I hit something break my transducer, I'm gonna just end the live. I'm not even gonna tell y'all bye, because I'm gonna be ready to cuss. The first words out of my mouth gonna be cuss words. Yeah, it's been some years since I've been way up here. Just glad to see that there's crappie is still up here too. Yes, sir. Alrighty, y'all. This is that work that I always talk about. I mean, it's not always catching. Just covering water. Covering water. I'm rolling 3.16 mile per hour, and I'm only on 7. Now, this is a 24 volt Tarova on a little 14-foot extra wide jumbo boat. So it moves pretty good. Ooh, 12-foot water. I might be able to get in a little shade. Ooh, I'm gonna hit. No, that's bubbles. I see them bubbles on the top of the water. Guess those are catfish down there digging in the dirt. Another big old ball school of bait. That'd be perfect if I could find some fish on that little pile right here in the shade. It's the right depth. It's the right depth. Anybody got any questions about Livescope, man? It's all about helping folks. I do a lot of explaining on my guided trips, but not everybody that watch my channel is in Texas. I got to get in contact with a guy that got an Airbnb over here on the lake to see what he charged, and I'll let any of you guys that are out of state. It's a pretty nice little place too. Any of you guys that are out of state, I'll let you know on one of the lives what the rate is and all of that. And I'm also offering gift cards now too for trips. I had a lady that hit me up and was like, hey, do you do gift cards? I was like, no, but I can. So I put together some nice little gift card deal. I'll show it. I was supposed to show it this past Wednesday night on the live, but I forgot. So I'll show it this coming Wednesday night on the live. So I gotta move, y'all. I'm not seeing nothing on that. And y'all see how long it took me to just look at that thing from different angles? That ain't the shade tree I need to be under. It got structure there, but the fish don't like it. Fish don't like it. Another great big old tree under the water. Look at that thing there. Give y'all a full view. Look at all that structure right there. But it's just in the sun. I don't want to fish in the sun right now. I got another umbrella to put on this thing. I just hadn't put it on yet. I'm gonna tell you something. Them umbrellas help a lot. Them umbrellas help a ton. I'm talking about a lot. So no questions on Livescope. No questions on crappie fishing. Another whole tree down there. Look at that whole thing. I mean, it's just structure for days. Days and days and days and days. And I hadn't cranked my motor. Oh, there's a good fish right there. Look at that joker right there. That's a good fish right there, y'all. Let me try if I can catch him. We'll see if I can catch that joker. That's a good one. That's one of them good ones. See if he's still holding right there. Oh yeah. Let me back us up. Passed him up a little bit. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can drop down on that joker right there. And adjust my depth so I can make it all look better. Bring that footage in. 20. Look like he's laying on that limb right there now. Alright, so I need that fish at 6 foot. Alright, here we go. So I can see the fish, you can see my jig. There you go. He hit it, y'all. He hit it. That's a good one. That's a. Oh, he got off. He got off. Oh no. God dang on it, y'all. He got off. That summer gun. That summer gun got off, y'all. Hey, now that was a good one. I could see him right on top of the water. That joker just bloop right off. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Man went right back to it. He went right back to the same limb, y'all. He may give me another chance. Uh-oh, I lost him. I guess he had to think about it. He's like, no, that wasn't right. I was up at the top of the water. That's one of them SK hooks says he snatched on me a little bit too hard. Let me get out of here. He was right back on that same little stick up right there. Man. Now the wind coming back from the other direction. Oh, he's still there. He's still there. I'm glad that wind changed direction. He gave me a different angle. I can see him. Man, that wind is blowing now, y'all. That wind is blowing now. All right, let me see if I can get down there on him. All right, 6.5 foot. Where I need the fish at, right? Yeah, you can see the fish. You can see my jig. I don't know if he's gonna react again. I don't think he's gonna do it, y'all. Man, that would have been beautiful. That was a good fish. No, he ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. Man, oh man. See some smaller fish over here. They're not that big one though. Wow. All right. Ain't no sense in crying over spilled milk. Now that was a hog, y'all. That was a good fish. Good fish. Look at this. More structure. More structure. Just structure, structure, structure. Look at this. Quite a few fish on that too. I'm not seeing no giants on it, but and I'm gonna tell you guys something. I'm gonna tell you something. I want you to listen to me. That was a prime example of what I always talk about. Prime example of what I always talk about is those big fish. The bigger fish like that smaller structure. Prime example right there. I'm trying to look over my phone. I know y'all wondering why I'm all on top of this phone. I'm looking over the top of it to see my unit. Especially since I changed that angle. And it really didn't help a whole lot, but man. Whew, it's getting hot, y'all. Water temp's at 90 degrees up here now. Go up to the next little pocket. Who all want to see? Steve, you still here? I want to see if it's okay with Steve if I show that black magic. Who all want to see that black magic? Am I still coming through okay? Usually when I get way up here, I start to lose signal. How my signal is, y'all? Everything still coming through okay? It gotta be, what time is it? 12 o'clock? All right, where's the next pocket? Is it gonna be on this side? Yep, and there ain't no shade over here. I don't know why this thing is doing that. Man, all I'm hearing is the birds chirping, singing. Don't get no better than that up here, y'all. I ain't seen a boat yet. These some decent fish, but they ain't no monsters. Off them around now. That one took off, two took off. Pretty shallow here. I may have run them off with my troll motor. Run it kind of hot, compensate for this wind. Looking for that big one, y'all. There gotta be one in there, tucked in there somewhere. It's been a minute since I caught one. I gotta catch a fish. That big one duked me out a while ago. That big one duked me out a while ago, y'all. All right, so we got this one right here. He's out there. Let me get us backed up just a tad bit. See him right there at 7 foot now. Trying to get lined up on him. Like it's maybe two fish. I was thinking it was going to be a decent fish. That may be too big. May have been two fish together. He's going from a split shot. That wasn't the fish that I was targeting. Back us up a little bit. You're not gonna hit it? Can't even get his attention. Trying to compensate for this wind, y'all. Six and a half foot. Look at that little joker. Little bitty dude. He's still messing with it. Barely pecking it. Get away from my bait. A little better fish right there. He won't do it. Keep going from a split shot. Keep going from a split shot. Y'all can't catch no crappie. On to the next. I need some shade, y'all. I need some shade bad. On to the next spot. Anybody still watching this thing? Why is everybody so quiet? Ain't nobody saying nothing on the chat. Or am I missing it? Everybody went back to work or what? Everybody fell asleep. Is it that boring? Y'all went to sleep? I put y'all to sleep? Is that what happened? I might have a little shade right here. Gotta see if there's some structure here. A little shallower than what I want, but still gotta look. Bet you that's one right here on the top. He ain't no biggin'. I bet you that's a fish. I'm gonna have to do a sideways hook set because I'm right up under a tree right here. The other one come out of there. There we go. There we go. I knew it was a fish, and it's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. like a good one to end the show on, y'all, since y'all so quiet. Everybody, hey, y'all better say something. I'm going to end this thing. Why ain't nobody saying nothing? Am I sitting there talking to myself for no reason? Talk to me. Look at that good fish there. That's 13 and a half, 14 inches all day long right there. Back up a little bit. Good one. Yes, sir. And y'all know y'all seen that joker turn around, dropping right in front of the Livescope. Look at him, went darting right back down there to it. Y'all, hey, I'm out of here. Y'all too quiet for me. Any of you guys that want to get out here and learn how to do your boat control and learn how to work your jig, keep your jig on the fish, get that fish to your target range, and present your bait to the fish, y'all hit me up, and I will get you guys out here, get you on the schedule. It's real simple and easy to do. All you got to do is text me, email me, or call me. That's all you got to do. It's that simple. And I'm gonna put some more work in. I'm gonna go on up river some more and see if I can find some more spots and see how far these jokers are up there. That just lets you know how many fish is in this lake. Man, I'm telling you, a lot of people think that areas like this, they think that these fish only come in here to spawn, but now they here year round. They here year round. There's a good population of fish out in the, mouth of the river and mouth of the bayou, and there's a good population there. But also, they live up here too. You got good depth up here, some 16-foot water, and plenty of bait. The bait fish is what make it possible for them, because they got something to eat. If they didn't have nothing to eat, it'd be a different story. But guys, I'm out. Y'all too quiet for me. Later. Appreciate all those that's joined me. Thank you, and we'll catch y'all Wednesday night. Those of you that don't know about the Wednesday Night Live, 9 p.m. CST on YouTube. Thanks for joining me.